Stay clean as a whistle, you think you official, we know that you not. Hop on the mic and discuss every issue, might take a few shots. Kick back and relax, don't overreact, it's only your thoughts. Tell me is it facts, or maybe it's cat, we never gon' stop.
We was on the playoff tip, right? So, Wizards in the AC. Russell Westbrook just averaged another triple-double, his 4th time. Are triple-doubles in today's NBA overrated? Facts or cap?
Cap. Facts.
Speaking on it, Justin.
I would say slightly because, okay, so I think back in the day, like when Magic and Bird and shit was doing it, it was underrated because only the superstars were able to do it. And I think now it's kind of overrated because though it's necessary, if you can make an argument that it's necessary when Russell Westbrook does it because he wins 75% of his games, but when he does it in the playoffs, what does it amount to? He hasn't been out the first round. We're not. Some people would say, oh well, he had to do it because the team's been on, but he's also had other talents since Kevin Durant. It still hasn't worked. Now people are gonna make excuses like, well, it was Paul George and it was James Harden, but in actuality, I just think it's just everybody can do it these days. Yes, they're better athletes. There's better players today, but at the same time, I just don't think like the niggas who was getting triple doubles back then, they were getting the championships. Now it's just like niggas is doing
Oscar Robertson getting championships? I think he won one.
I don't know nothing about Oscar Robertson. So
he missed the triple double.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, you can be back then.
I wasn't.
That's not even back then.
I wasn't.
That's Stone Age.
Yeah, nigga, I ain't going to the
80s and 90s.
I'm talking about just shit that's in color. So.
My bad. Color.
Shit that's in color.
Back then.
So
2007.
I think it's a middle ground in between there. Like I think that they're necessary sometimes, but I don't think it's the end all be all. Like,
so let's not talk in broad. Let's talk specifically Russell. Is him averaging triple double for a season overrated?
Facts. Cause what has it done? I think one time maybe he got a team that like when the one time I really felt like it was absolutely necessary is when Kevin Durant left.
That first time.
That first year. But when you have Paul George, I get it. But even if you watch the game that they lost against, who was that they did the playing game?
Indiana?
No, that was last night. They lost to
Indiana, yeah.
No, that was for the AC. Who they lose?
Boston.
So when I'm watching Boston, I'm watching the game. And I'm never able to describe why I didn't fuck with his triple double until I watched that game and it hit me like a light. I'm watching him.
Like he's thirsty for it.
I'm watching him leaving shooters wide open, standing in the paint, letting Jason Tatum or whoever it may be.
Maybe he know the nigga can't
get. Well, Jason Tatum had 50. I'm watching possessions where Jason Tatum is wide.
Adjustment at 35.
Yeah, I'm watching opportunities where Jason Tatum is wide the fuck open, and Westbrook, that's your man. But you too busy hovering by the paint so you can get a rebound. Okay. I think that he's paying. I think that he knows that like it's a harder opportunity for him to get a championship. It's an easy opportunity for him to just pile up triple doubles. Or maybe he's just accustomed to playing that way now. But either way, I think that it's over. I think it's a beautiful thing to do during the season. I'm not gonna say stop getting your triple doubles, but when it comes down to when basketball matters the most, his triple doubles never matter.
B, what you think?
I mean, it's an accolade, right? So at the end of the day, it's not easy to get a triple double. It's like it may look like he padding his stats, but maybe that's just what he feel like he got to do for his team to win. It may not always bring championships, But that's what he got to do to make his team win. He got to get his 10, 10, and 10. Then that's just what the fuck he got to do. I don't feel like it makes it like not as big. Like the nigga's a great player. He's got like it's like saying you take everything away from Barkley because that nigga ain't won a championship. Like this nigga is.
I didn't say you take everything away. But this ain't even about, for me, it's not even about the championship. The man can't even get out the first round. He can't get out the first round.
But has he not had the hardest ways?
No.
You don't think so?
He's played with James Harden. He's played with Paul George. He's played with Victor Oladipo. It's not that he hasn't had no talent.
But these aren't the best teams. He might have.
I'm just asking you out the first round. I ain't saying he had to win a championship. You ain't got out the first round since KD left.
So,
except once.
So does this put him in the same category that you would put Chris Paul?
So a lot of people, I'm kind of on the fence with Chris Paul because I feel like Chris Paul, the only talented team for real that the only two teams that he's been on that's been talented was 1 year with Houston where he got injured, which I put that against him. Like he's always injured when it's time for the playoffs, so I hold that against him. But also say like the Clippers teams he had, they were talented, but they're the Clippers. You know what I mean? Like I feel like for the most part, if you look, for the most part, his teams have overachieved when he's on the teams. Like this year, the only thing that changed about Phoenix was that he's on the team. And he took them from being a 9th place team to a second year team. If you look at what he did with Oklahoma City last year, I feel like he'd be on teams where things are counted, like where he's not supposed to be where he's at. We can argue a couple years with LA. I get on his ass because sometimes he hasn't got the job done a couple times. So I hold that against him. But for the most part of his career, he's never had just that one guy to play with until he played with James Harden.
I'm about to say, what's the difference with Russ? The difference is he got out the first round.
The difference is that he got out the first round.
So what's the conference finals?
He got to the Western Conference Finals. He played with KD. He played with a loaded team. He played with James Harden twice. James Harden was
no, I'm
MVP.
saying CP. Yeah. We're saying the same thing, but
yeah.
I had to correct myself. Like, yeah, he did get out the first round.
He had Paul George was an MVP candidate.
The Clippers got out the first round.
Yeah, and people gonna say, oh, well, they lost that because Paul George and the Dame Lillard shit. But at the same time, Russell Westbrook didn't play good. The man was shooting. He's been shooting under 40% in the playoffs since KD left. He hasn't been efficient. He's been shooting under 40% and under 30% in the playoffs from 3.
So my thing is.
So you get a triple double, you just ain't efficient.
If Russell Westbrook is him getting triple double overrated, I don't think it's overrated. I think he's the only one averaging it that's impressive for 4 straight years. So in that in itself is not overrated.
I don't think it's overrated during the season.
But I just think people overrate triple doubles to the fact that it's supposed to, just because you have a stat line 20, 10, 10, 18, 10, 10, it's supposed to equate wins. I don't think so. That's an individual stat.
Let me ask you this. If he wins 75% of his games when he gets a triple double during regular season, and then you get to the playoffs and he gets a triple double and you don't win, is the triple double overrated?
No.
Say that one more time.
If you win, he wins 75% of the time of his games through the season when he has a triple double. But then when you get to the playoffs, they don't really mean shit.
Yeah, but
you lose.
I think he loses when he don't get triple double either. It's like it's not like I think he's playing to.
I think it does. I can agree with you to the point where you say people probably overrate it.
Overrated.
I'm not speaking when I say it. I'm not also 100% blaming Westbrook for it. That's why I said. That's also why I said if that could just be the way that he plays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that could just be the way that Russell Westbrook plays. At the same time, you asked me, is the triple double overrated?
Yeah. That's true. It's a triple double.
I do think that the triple double is overrated. One, because you see players that don't get a lot of playing time and say they have a game where they can play a lot, they get it. So it's not as valuable when everybody can do it.
I agree on that. I don't think it's overrated when he averages it for 4 seasons though.
I don't think it's overrated. I think it does well for a team in the season, but I think for the last few years, he's played a part in teams folding in the playoffs.
I agree. Facts to cap. Can you be cool with your friend's ops? Facts to cap.
I mean,
Rory.
for me, That's cap. You can't be. I'm not cool with my friends ops.
Speak on it.
But it depends on like what we're calling an op. Like if you're just an op because y'all niggas is acting like bitches over a girl or some shit, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas y'all acting like bitches over a girl. But if it's real smoke and like Brandon, my partner, he got real smoke with somebody, nah. I'm not.
Let's say Brandon and a nigga you cool with, our best friends with that nigga you cool with, like he did some try to steal some money.
Oh no, yeah.
And they fell out. Like he did some try to steal. And Brandon's saying he stole from him, and when he see him, every time he see him, it's pretty much smoke. The other guy saying, nah, Brandon just lousy business, whatever. He just tripping. So it's a discrepancy there.
So I'll say he's an op, but that don't mean I'll tell Brandon. I don't mean I'm finna fight him with you.
No. But could you be cool with him? Could if you
what is cool? Cause me,
cool
I
could be for
like we could be in the same room together. But that don't mean that I'm about to fuck with you.
So are you gonna change the relationship you have with him?
Yeah.
Because
for my partners, yeah. Because I look at my partners stand up enough to know that they not gonna tell me they got a real problem with a nigga if it's not really fixable or if it's not really an issue. My friends don't come up to me and say something is an issue and it's light work. Or because even if he does, because if Brandon
you're using the strength of your friendship to
if Brandon came up to me and said he got real smoke with somebody, Brandon no, he's done that before, and I'll be like, oh nigga, that's not really an issue. I done made up in my mind that that nigga's out of bounds, so he's an op. Yeah, I don't fuck with him.
B.
I trust my friends.
Facts of cat.
That's definitely facts. Like, and I don't really like. There's certain niggas I fuck with that. Hey, if you don't fuck with this nigga, 9 times out of 10, I probably see this nigga in the street and say what's up and dap him up. That's about it. But I look fake as a friend to the nigga that I'm with every day, or goddamn we communicate like that's my nigga. I know goddamn if his nigga ready to throw hands, I'm gonna throw hands with you.
I got an example too.
So it's like it ain't even too much you gotta tell me. Once you tell me that's the issue, and I know this shit is for real, like there's a real issue. Like you said, if y'all arguing over a female, fuck it. Hey, I'm like, hey man, y'all, you kind of look like a little bitch right now, but hey, I'm gonna respect it. But that don't mean if I see this nigga, I ain't gonna chop it up with him, dap him up. But you tell me like, yo, nah, like, it's some smoke with this nigga. Nah, I can't fuck with him out the strength that now I look like I'm playing both sides.
Like for example, I can give you an example.
Okay.
So one time, back in the day, we went to a party, right? At a mutual friend house. He had like 2-3 different roommates. Brandon was conversating with a girl there at the party that we all know. Just chopping it up in the bathroom. Not the bathroom. I said the bathroom. Chopping it up in the kitchen.
What's not the bathroom?
It's a smoke party. I remember it was like 4:20. We all chilling, vibing and shit. So when it came time to throw another party, they hit me up and was like, hey, y'all niggas can come, but Brandon can't come. I said, why? He said, my roommate said that he didn't like the way Brandon was talking to his girl or something. We didn't even know that they was together. I didn't even care to need to explain that shit. I just was like, shit, if he can't come, I ain't coming. We ain't coming.
And then you told him that.
I don't fuck with
anyways.
Huh? I never went to the party.
You dropped the niggas off and went to the party anyway.
I never went to the party. I didn't even text him back after that. Cause it was just like,
I would've did.
That's some bitch ass nigga shit.
One because this nigga saw the conversation. It wasn't like I was big. I can see if you know your nigga out of
pocket. Me out the strength, and I still sometimes might believe that Brandon might be drunk and don't even remember. But if Brandon would tell me, nigga, I didn't do shit. If he was adamant about it, nigga,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I ain't gotta go to that party.
Oh man,
what you think?
Fuck nigga here.
First of all, he definitely gonna be able to be cool.
Nah, like
I feel like your relationships are separate.
No. Listen.
He gonna try to mend it together.
Like, y'all took a cheat code. I didn't really say like a triangle friendship. Like it's like all y'all friends and 2 of your friends fall out. I didn't say that. This is one of your friend and a dude you just cool with, right?
That's easier.
So that's easier
for me.
So you're saying
it's easier for me to say niggas are op.
Oh, so
So you're saying if we're all friends?
no, I didn't say that.
No, he's
Because-
saying like it was a nigga like y'all just cordial. Y'all ain't really got no rapport, like no
No,
relationship.
you got a rapport, but like I feel like it's levels of friendship, right?
Yeah.
You got somebody it's your day one, you cool with, you hang out with.
I see
Another
this nigga in
that
passing all the time. I see him around.
Or you cool, you don't. It's not like he's not gonna be at your wedding,
Fact.
but if you're having a party, he would be invited.
Yeah.
So it was like that level of friend. So that you cool.
That's even easier.
So your close friends say now he a op. And you got a good rapport with this person. You never had no bad problems with him. They had a business thing. And I'm like, okay, he's an op. So that means that you didn't say, Justin, that you're ready to fight the nigga on site. You're just saying if Brandon was fighting him, you gonna have Brandon back.
Yeah, now if they get to fighting, yeah, I'm in there.
You gonna jump him?
I'm not gonna jump him on my lap if Brandon go in his ass, but if another nigga jump in,
Oh yeah. But that's just
yeah.
That's
I mean, my thing is, I'm still a stand-up guy. So if they get to fighting, I'm securing the perimeter. Nigga.
But okay, cool. So what I'm saying is, if Brandon tell you to smoke with this dude, let's say his name is Jamal, right? You smoke with Jamal, and you Jamal went to school together. Y'all was cool. If the kickback something, he would get invited. All good rapports. But now you see Jamal at Publix, you don't speak to him.
No.
It's
If he talk to me, if he listen,
Is that what's up, Justin?
I could talk to
If
him.
he said
I could
what's up,
tell him this. I could tell him this. I'll be like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. My boy not fucking with you, and I fucks with my boy. So the only thing I could tell you is for this whole little thing to be thing is maybe y'all need to sit down and talk. But I'm gonna just be honest with you, just off the strength of him, I can't fuck with you. Just because that's my nigga.
Cause it look like you moving funny at that point.
Yeah. So I would tell him, y'all niggas repair whatever y'all got going on, and we could all kick it back off. Like I'm not saying I'm not wanting to reason with somebody. I'm not the nigga. I'm not the nigga that's on go 100. I'm not the nigga that's on 100.
If he ain't like smack your daughter, like it depends on what the situation was. If y'all got a bad business deal and he stole from you.
Oh, that's easy not to fuck with him.
And I'm gonna be like, yo, he stole from you, so like y'all gotta handle that. But until that, I'm gonna have to ride with my homie.
I might not even talk to you if that's the case. If y'all here doing shit like that.
Nah, I owe you that conversation. That's what I'm saying. If I owe you that conversation,
It depends on how much I feel like how close y'all relationship was.
even if that was my best friend, that initial first time I see you, I'd be like, yo, you say you stole your money, so and then especially if Brandon be like, yo, yeah, if I see him, you ain't got, that's not your business, that's my business, but as a friend.
It don't matter. If I see you in Publix, the most, at the very least, if I have this much respect left for you, will be a head nod, and I'm keeping it moving. Like
I say this.
I gotta have that conversation.
I say this.
I gotta let you know.
I don't
So
get
this
it,
is what I say. No.
That's y'all business, but I don't want no part of
If you
it.
cool, that nigga, he might walk up to you ready to.
What's good?
See now. Okay, then I'm like, oh.
Then you should already know the energy there, because if y'all niggas done fell out and you know
I'm
this is the
I gotta verbally.
then that's when you play the
I mean, that's you.
I'm gonna be like, yo, and that's what I'm saying. I gotta be like, yo, I gotta report with you. You stole from my man. And then they go from there. But I can't.
I can sit there and have that conversation with him. I can let him know. I can let him know why I'm not fucking with him.
Yeah, I can let him know. I'll let you know. That's how I feel.
I'll do that for you.
I
But
ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But you know, sometimes it depends. Like how close to home is it? If it's too close, I might just be like, I might hit the button.
The close to home part is what makes sense. Like if y'all ain't the niggas that I see anywhere, we're just gonna count the weekends. We're gonna say,
nigga, if your friendship don't hold no value,
4 to 10 times a month, I don't see you on a regular. We ain't group chat talking. Then outside of that, them niggas, it really don't matter.
if your friendship holds no value to me,
what if that nigga, right, done like, was always a stand-up nigga. Y'all not the closest, but he's always to the point where like you needed to borrow money before you, and then he was there. He looked out for you. Your car broke down.
so that's a real. So now we changing it though.
No, you're not close.
That's a real friend. No, that's a close friend. I'm never like asked not a close friend for some money.
That's why I changed the example. Cool. Your car broke, your bike broke down the middle of the road, and he picked you up, and he went out his way. He's always been out. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Now you believe your friend. You believe your close friend. You still. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it.
I'm going, like I said, like I already said.
I gotta make sure.
Like I already
you
said.
ain't lying to me, close
So
friend.
look, like I told him,
I got
like
a
I
scenario,
already
I got a
said.
scenario for you that's off.
But
off
no,
air,
no.
though.
So look, like I already said.
It never happened to me in real life. It's
So,
always
like,
been
bro,
close friends that fell out.
Bruh, like I already
It's
said.
never been.
I didn't say that it's just 100% hell no for me. I said,
You gotta make sure first.
I'm gonna tell him, hey, look, this is my partner. This is my closest partner. He say it's up. So what I'm just telling you is I gotta ride with my partner. Y'all niggas should work it out. He's saying what he said. I can only respect what he's saying, bro. I'm just saying, like, I can't really fuck with you like that because that's my partner. That's my day one. And I value his friendship, maybe even more than yours. Y'all gotta talk.
The only way I
Talk
get,
it out.
the only way I get in the middle.
I understand we could talk about off air, so let me get.
Never mind.
Let me get to this last one real quick. Facts or cap? Should a girlfriend move like a wife before the ring? Should a girlfriend move like a wife before the ring?
So I guess
interpret that however you want.
So it has to be facts or cap. So I'm gonna say facts just because it's closer to facts. So I'm not with the old school ways of you know, you never live together, you don't fuck her, and then you get, that's the gift, like with your wedding, like all that.
Okay, move in, fuck.
Me, I need to know how you move, how you live, how everything is. I ain't necessarily saying you need to do certain things like my wife 24/7. I'm not saying that. But it's kind of like a trial. Like as a man, I look at it like this, right? I'm not going, like if me and her live together, I want her to see how I move, how responsible I am, how I manage things, how I do this, how I do that before she's with me. I ain't necessarily like certain people, it depends. Certain people have heavy like requirements for their wife. So I'm not gonna, like, if I'm not gonna be like, oh, that means you need to do everything a wife does. I'm not saying that. But I need to know, feel comfortable enough to know that when it comes to time for me to marry you, that I already am secure with everything, like how you live. Like I know that you're the person for me.
So let me.
Can I?
Go ahead, my bad.
My whole point is, and the reason why I say it's facts, your girlfriend leading up to her becoming your wife should already be doing, for you to get down on one knee to say, I want you to marry me, shit shouldn't change after you get married. So everything you was doing before, it should stay the same.
So you're 100%
So I feel like, yeah,
for the most part.
Because I feel like, I mean,
What you mean things shouldn't change?
No, I'm saying like there are certain things that
She should already be acting like a wife.
there are certain expectations you may think.
What do you define as acting like a wife?
I mean, I feel like being together, if y'all get to the point to where y'all even considering marriage, like that step, like let's say the day I propose to you, I don't think that your expectations should change too much more from let's say you proposed on the 26th to y'all get married the next month on the 26th. Like everything pretty much in a sense y'all should already have y'all roles in place. Y'all should know what y'all doing. Like if we're at that point to where I'm even thinking about marrying you, I don't think like when we get married, your whole role should change and now I expect you to do this, and this.
Yeah.
That's basically kind of what I'm saying. Like,
I agree with Brandon.
like I'm saying, that's kind of like what I said. Like everything that you done, like that you're doing, should lead up to me knowing it.
Yeah. Like I agree 100%. This shit ain't the 60s. You should definitely, in my eyes, you should definitely live with somebody before you get married.
I agree.
Because you don't know a person till you live with them.
That's a fact.
So I would say it's facts, but for me it's facts. I don't think it works for everybody, but I do think like so. Part of this question was derived from some girl was saying like y'all girlfriends are be playing these wife roles. Y'all change y'all schedule to fit for your boyfriend. You fixing this place for dinner. You're doing everything. If he calls you and you're going to your 401k to help. Like you're doing anything you would do as a wife, right? So like all that applies. Not just what was the first thing you said? First two things examples was a wife do. I forgot what you said, but it's everything. I include as acting like a wife. Because a wife is a partner, is legally bounded, and is doing it as an obligation, not out of love,
So,
not out of want to. You're doing it because you're obligated.
This is what I say. This is what
Which
I say.
I think is the difference. Hold on, there's a difference between a wife and a girlfriend. A girlfriend, the obligation's smaller because there's no legally bound. There's no, you can just break up if you want to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to do this. I'm doing this because I want to. I'm a girlfriend. As a wife, I feel you have to. So I have no problem with a girl saying, if you ain't put a ring on it, don't expect me to act to
That's a fact.
to do that. But me personally, I'll be like, nah, I need you before I'm getting on my knee to put a ring on it. You need to already be there.
Like,
Like maybe the first 2 months we not like that, but by the time we about to get married, you need to be
Okay, so
going head over heels.
So, time out. So for the examples that you just was talking about, those examples sound like the nigga is more the problem than the woman. It sounds like the nigga.
Man, nigga sometimes in a fucking situation.
But what I'm saying is, me personally, right? So I'm in a relationship where marriage is sooner than later, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be married sooner than later, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, it's certain things where I'm not gonna ask my girl to do if she's not my wife. So like when you talking about like taking money out your 401k, this, that, and the third, me just personally, I'm not gonna feel comfortable doing that because I haven't already made the ultimate commitment. Yeah. But there are things that way I know for a fact if I was married that I would feel comfortable asking my girl.
So there's a level.
So yeah, it's kind of like you gotta know your position as well as she know hers.
Or let's say you get a job, good figure, but you gotta move. And she's as a girlfriend, she's willing.
Yeah, if you're my long-term girlfriend and we're working towards marriage, I would expect it. I would expect
to drop everything you
to ask you that, and for me to feel like that's something that you can do.
And some girls,
but I also
you shouldn't ask me to do something like that. But
I also feel like if she was in a good situation and she couldn't do it, that if I didn't leave, that we would figure something out. Like say the company's moving to California.
Yeah.
And my girl got a good position here. She don't want to go.
Yeah. If that's your
then
wife,
I would tell her that.
What's the difference? How different?
If we're working towards the ultimate commitment anyway, then I would be like, look, if I stay, I might need your help for a while until I can get back on my feet. But if we go to LA and you got to leave your job, I'm gonna take care of what I need. Let's figure this out.
To me, that's a deal breaker.
That's a marriage. That's marriage.
If you can't make that decision as a married couple, then y'all shouldn't be in a relationship. Like that could be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
You could be like, well, we can try long distance, but that's one where a role where if you're working towards marriage, I'd be like, I trust you. We're gonna move like we're married.
I agree.
Right now, that's kind of like a leap of faith. Cause we go to California, you meet Becky with the good hair, no homo. And
I'm gonna put it like this.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
and my girl both don't even really fuck with that long distance shit. So we either staying wherever we staying. Somebody just gonna not have a job.
Well, okay, that's what I'm saying. So if y'all were married, y'all moving together. Like y'all gotta make that decision together. But at the end result, whether you move with the job or you don't, you're gonna be together. As a girlfriend and boyfriend, it might not be that way. As a boyfriend, you might be like, I can't leave this job, girl, you better come, or
yeah, it just depends on the levels of y'all relationship.
So
you know what I'm saying? It just depends on the level of y'all relationship. That's really what it is. If y'all been together a year, I wouldn't advise y'all.
let me ask you this question, Brandon, before we wrap it up. So in that scenario, as a girlfriend, if you get a good job and you gotta move across the state, or just move somewhere where she can't go to work there. Let's forget the same thing, but you gotta move to down South Georgia or North Georgia or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Her as a wife, y'all would make that decision together, and she would move with you. That y'all would still be together. As a girlfriend, do you expect that girl to make the same decision as a wife without a ring, without the commitment as a ring? Because you said 100%, and let's say you was planning on proposing that same year, but now you didn't do it yet. You didn't buy the ring yet. You're just starting to plan on the proposal. She's doing everything else, but she don't feel comfortable making that kind of commitment, leaving everything she got without a ring.
Honestly, this would be the same whether we were married or we're in that about to be engaged. Like we would have to have a conversation, hear both sides, and see which one best works for us. Now, if I see that you're just thinking about yourself in this, I dodged the bullet. Because maybe we didn't need to get married because you would have made the same decision if we was married. But
what if she said she wouldn't? What if she said she was married? She would know that I got a commitment. Now you say you're entitled to believe that way. What if she says during y'all debate, during y'all conversation, I should say, she says, you know, I'm thinking about this and that. You know, if we were married though, it would just be easy.
And I would say, look, honestly, the ring in the drawer right now, I already planned on engaging to you. I wanted to make it special. But if this right here, you need this commitment from me today, boom, grab the ring, propose it. Yeah. So what you want to do?
Okay. So you'd be willing to jump it.
I'll jump it. But that right there is going to show me, like, what makes more sense for us. Because if you could be selfish,
we out, baby. Blow.
Facts and caps finna go up, nigga. On the south side with my dog. Okay. I'm on la ciencia. Of course. Forward. Push. He said, she said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, he said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, I'm in a sword. Come get your nigga, man, come get your boy. He like to jump to conclusion, he dumb to illusion. He stupid, the goofy little boy. Bro on his feelings and she on a horse. I'm a finagle, the beggar like horse. None of you niggas is trying to move forward. I'm done to hop off a Porsche, so hop in the Porsche when I'm back. Yeah, add it up and you ain't getting no break and you're bad enough. You got time for the drama, but you're bagging up. We drunk in the club, acting up on your bitch. Is what it is. Promise to be about the money, don't like it to dip. Young nigga coming like this. Promise this shit is a movie, I hate, I don't miss. He said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, he said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, watch how they watching me. Niggas was holding they last slab, but up here said they couldn't do none of me. Same ones handing out hashtags, but they couldn't even put a gun on me. All of these niggas is sons of me. I'm the original, you just the wannabe. I'm who you wanna be, better let go. Yippee-ki-yo, press subscribe and hit the fucking link in my bio. If you really about it, you can slide, bro. If you really about the drama, you can slide, bro. Ayy, petty pussy nigga on a psycho, ayy. Could've murked a nigga on sight, though, ayy. Could've had a sucking low lipo, ayy. None of you niggas could fuck with me. He said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, he said, he the what, the who? Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true. Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah. He said, we said, wasn't going. Got these people acting like they know it. Facts and cash, we gon' my back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean.